This interview is for information only and should not be considered as investment advice or a recommendation to buy shares in the company featured. Welcome to this StockBox interview.
Joining us today is Craig Foster, the CEO of ONDO InsurTech. Some really good news yesterday, Craig. Of course, we couldn't catch up. I've been quite busy at an Aqua Stock Exchange event yesterday. But just picking up on the news, you're going to expand to 16 US states through Nationwide. So that's over a quarter of the US states. And as part of the standard home insurance for Nationwide there, as their insurance package. So, is that 20 states now that you're in? So that is over a quarter of states then.
Yes, that was Nationwide have gone from Ohio now into 16 states, but there's a couple more that Nationwide are not in. So I think it's 18 now in total. But yeah, you're absolutely right, Mark. Yesterday really represented a very important point in our journey on our way to building a billion-dollar company. The United States now is clearly going to be the key market for us for the foreseeable future for our LeapBot solution. You summarized it very well. That was the announcement yesterday. We've launched into 16 states in partnership now with Nationwide. They're obviously one of the largest home insurance companies in the United States. They're a Fortune 100 company, and they've really been a visionary in home insurance, in pioneering these predict and prevent technologies. So the announcement yesterday really creates a superb platform for us. Not only for our existing insurers to roll out into those states, but also for new insurers to come on board because Nationwide have led the way in opening up a lot of new territories. So there's a lot of new insurers that I anticipate will come on board following that. So this really is the first step in building a very significant, a very large business based on that US footprint, with high margins, recurring revenue, and something that I really hope one day will stand out as a success story for the London Stock Exchange.
Good. Well, you said it there, but of course it was said in the RNS as well that Nationwide leading innovation with their smart home program. And Mark Tietz there from Nationwide quoted in the RNS saying that the results so far have been remarkable. Our ambition at Nationwide is for all customers to benefit from this type of predict and prevent technology. So, all customers basically across Nationwide. How many are we talking here?
So I think Nationwide have got about 3 million customers in the US, something approximately like that number. Yeah, that was a great endorsement. You know better than me, Mark. How often does a Fortune 100 company endorse a UK microcap like that? So it's quite unusual. And so they've been clearly stated what their ambition is there. They've built this smart home platform where they can integrate API feeds from technologies like ours and then offer customers a discount on their policy premium. And that's what we've been working with them on the background. So that technical integration is now fully complete, and that's what's triggered this rollout into this massive footprint covering a large proportion of the United States.
Yeah. Getting that quote in, as I know we've spoken a lot of times before, it's very difficult, as you say, to get these companies to actually put quotes in PLCs in other countries. So to have that kind of endorsement there, I think really speaks volumes. Last time we spoke, of course, you had increased the production capacity 4 times to 40,000 units per month. So that's a really 500,000 units per year. So this is anticipating a lot of orders that are now coming through from Nationwide, but more to come presumably as well, now unlocking the door, as you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, I can't tell you how excited the team are right now about the prospects that we've got in the United States specifically, but in other countries as well. What I would expect to see happen now is other of our existing partners immediately following Nationwide's lead into some of those areas. So there's really a huge amount of opportunity for us to build that installed base of LeapBot devices in the field, build those recurring revenues and that profit base to some really significant levels in the not too distant future. Led by Nationwide, but to be clear, that's not the only reason why we took that move to increase production capacity. That's the first announcement that'll start to make sense of why we've ramped up production. But there's more announcements in the pipeline, lots of things we're working on. Obviously, I can't say much more about them really at the moment. But the sense of expectation in the team about what's going to happen next, even in the next 6 months, is that we really feel like we've cracked this, and it's very, very exciting times ahead for us, especially in the United States.
Good. And the pricing's in line with what's been disclosed before, so circa sort of $5 per month. Is it still sort of in line with that? I know you can't disclose specifics.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't. There's no specifics in the RNS specifically to the Nationwide deal, but yeah, I mean, it's in line with the principle. We think we've hit the right model for the pricing. So by pricing, typically in the United States, that kind of a number on a monthly basis, it aligns with the benefits for the insurance company, and it creates a long-term recurring revenue into the future for us. But remember, Mark, the other thing that we've done is every time we execute an order under a master services agreement, we immediately invoice the partner for the full year fees for the total volume of the order. And the principle now that we've again established here with Nationwide is we don't wait until we've drawn down the value of the order over time. We just wait until we've shipped all the units. So once they've exhausted the number of units, it triggers another order and another prepayment. So we've executed a much bigger order already with Nationwide, and we're already talking about the one after that. And it's that same model that we're using with all of our US partners.
Okay, good.
The advantage of that is it's funding our working capital and funding our growth.
Indeed. Just a final thought, Craig. Of course, we spoke to Jim last time, and he said significant announcements before year end. At the start of this interview, you said on your way to building $1 billion company. That's a pretty bold statement, but I mean, we can take there circa, just do the maths, $60 times $500,000. That's 30 million in revenue effectively per year, isn't it? So would you say you're on your way, and further announcements?
I'm not. It's not my job to make any forward-looking statements or put any forecasts out live on the call with you, Mark. So I'll definitely resist the temptation to do that. But yeah, when I talk about building $1 billion company, I talk about in the broadest sense. Have we got the capacity to do that? Well, this problem is a $20 billion problem for the US insurance market. That's how much they pay out on water damage claims every year. And we've got a proprietary solution. There's nothing else like it in the market. And one of the largest insurance companies in the United States, after a trial where they said the results were remarkable, have now expanded that into 16 states. And the way that these things go is once a market leader makes a move like that, other insurers follow. So, why couldn't we be $1 billion company? There's no argument against why it won't happen.
Well, Craig Foster, thank you very much for your time, and I do hope we can catch up again at least once or twice before the end of the year.
All right, thanks, Mark.
If you enjoyed this interview, then give us a thumbs up, a like or a retweet. Subscribe to us on YouTube or follow us on Twitter, and hit that notification bell to be the first to know when we release new content. There's loads of great content on our website too, across all our programs at stockboxmedia.com. Thank you for watching.